Valiant Thor, the extraterrestrial who worked with the US government, according to claims. Valiant Thor seems human, but he does have some important physiological differences, and above all comes from Venus. He allegedly worked for the US government from the year 1937. At least this is the story told by Schneider, a geologist and engineer who said he had level 1 security clearance on the government's secret projects. He helped build underground military bases and worked on the famous Area 51. This is by Ansh Srivastava, Infinity Explorers on Collective Spark. The man featured in the picture is Valiant Thor, an alien being from the planet Venus, who worked with the US government in the mid-20th century. And also there are claims that he spoke over 100 languages. That's most of the languages in the world. Now, researcher Phil Schneider aroused a lot of controversy with his statements about aliens, and in particular what he said about a being named Valiant Thor at a conference back in 1995, where he said that while working in the government's secret operations, he met with the aforesaid Valiant Thor. Quote, Valiant Thor seems human, but he does have some important physiological differences, and above all comes from Venus. He allegedly worked for the US government from the year 1937, end quote. At least this is a story told by Schneider, a geologist and engineer who said he had level 1 security clearance on the government's secret projects. He helped build underground military bases and worked on the famous Area Base 51. Quote, he came in 1937, but sometime in the 1950s he left Earth on its spaceship, wrote Frank E. Stranges. Thor was about 2 meters tall, had brown hair, clear eyes, and 6 fingers in each hand. He was about 500 years old, had an IQ of 1,200, and the blood system was like an octopus, but the most surprising thing was that he could speak about 100 languages, end quote. There are a few military men who have talked about aliens as explicitly as Schneider, but there are also many who have believed in Schneider after watching his videos, as Gordon Duff, who claimed he called him a UFO phenomenon real exhibitor, said in the issue of Veterans Today magazine. Sadly, Schneider was found dead at his apartment January 17, 1996 under suspicious circumstances. Many believe he was off despite the fact that it was reported that he was dealing with his own life. So what do you think? Please leave a comment. And this is on Collective Spark. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. From this picture here, we see that he doesn't have 6 fingers, unless his thumb has 2 fingers. But here we see 4, and we assume the thumb is 1. But we don't know. Maybe the thumb has 2 fingers as well. Please kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.